Never have I ever been truthful and revealed my body count to my partner.
This question confuses me.
Have you ever lied about how many people you have been with? No, I'm sorry. Have you told the truth in actuality to how many people you've been with? You told them the truth. Okay.
I don't think I've ever been asked.
I just drank.
Have I ever told the truth?
Yes.
And I got to drink if I've ever told the truth?
Never revealed the number.
There it is.
Wait, Rollo Tomassi number 4.
All right, you drank first and you drank quickly. Brody, what happened when you revealed your body count?
I hate that word.
I don't like it either, but
you use
Notch
it
count,
with
sexual partners.
Sexual
body
partners.
count you use when you count dead people. I'm just
That's
saying.
true. I will,
like it's horrible.
Tori, you're right. I'm wrong.
You see,
You're
body
attractive. I'm ugly.
I use it too.
Okay.
What?
Body count to me is the thrash band with Ice-T in it. That's body
Fair
count
enough.
to me.
Okay.
Anyway,
so it's a
sorry.
phrase that maybe is not exactly the most endearing.
Notch
However,
count.
you've told a guy how many partners you've been with.
Yeah, we're
What
all human,
happened?
so we all have these, needs and wants. And I've always been honest. Anytime the topic comes up, which I always kind of hope it doesn't, with one partner, an Israeli guy that I dated for a while, it turned into like a 2-week-long argument.
Oh God, what happened?
Why?
Because he just kept asking more and more questions.
Was
And
the
he
number
wanted more
high?
details.
That's why he wanted to know. Was it someone that you'd slept with? Did he want to know more about that specific one?
So
what are you willing to
It's
say?
like they don't
No
want
problem.
to know.
I don't love talking about body counts, but I think it was because I was in a time in my life where, and this is a little painful to talk about, but like a lot of women experience this where they're navigating sexuality and they end up having a bad experience and then they jump back into that world and they're not really taking care of themselves. And in some cases, I think it's even self-harm. So for me, like, I would say there was a time in my life where my body count was getting a little bit higher than I necessarily needed it to be. So he kept prying and it just wasn't something I wanted to discuss, So
when you said you weren't taking care of yourself, how do you mean?
I think
Physically, emotionally, mentally, what do you mean?
Well, I think when you share your body with another person, it takes a huge toll, whether that's, a toll is usually negative, but like it has an effect on you, whether negative or positive. So I think a lot of women experiment with sexuality and it becomes kind of like a self-soothing kind of thing, even though it harms them. Like, how people cut themselves because it feels good in the moment, even though it's harming themselves.
No.
So sex is like cutting yourself.
So I think sex,
She's saying it like
sex in the wrong
people
circumstances with the wrong people in the wrong headspace. Yeah, absolutely.
Tori, go ahead.
Not that I was just going to say, like, in excess, I think is what she's trying to say. People, like, sex addiction or whatever, but amongst women.
Yeah, it's to comfort yourself.
Are you always truthful with the guy you're with if he asks you?
I would hope that no man asks me.
But
I think
if
it's
a guy
horrible.
If a guy did, say how many boyfriends have you been? Like if he posed the question in a tactful manner.
No, you lie in that instance.
You would.
There's
you would lie.
no good number to give them. None. Am I
Gotcha.
right or am I wrong? Because what? You
'Cause
say
if the numbers-
one,
Yeah.
they think you're lying. They always think you're lying.
They're going to think it's 5 times as much as you say.
Because a lot
What
of...
is sex? I've never heard of that before. That's my answer.
Well,
No
if you'd like to
hymen,
know.
no diamond.
No, what?
You're
Say
actually my
that. Hold
first.
on, I've never heard that. What was that?
No hymen, no diamond.
Explain that, Tori.
F and F gang, city boys, we up.
Oh my God.
What does that mean? F
I'm
and-
course
kidding.
that's from them.
No, it's actually
no
not
hymen,
from
no
them.
diamond.
It's something that they say overseas.
Virginity.
Virginity.
You're gonna give. You're not gonna give it up until you have a ring.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rollo, your thoughts on this body count disaster
Just
situation?
don't Reveal
One
it.
of the lesser known iron rules of Tomassi is never willingly reveal your body as a guy. Anyways, never willingly reveal your body count because it will be used against you at some point. For the most part, it's if a woman's asking you that, you're in a different kind of you're playing a different game than you're negotiating at that point rather than having the chemical reaction. As I was saying before,
So it's not cool to reveal that to a
well,
girl.
no, but also you have to remember that it's it is an opportunity. So when a woman asks you like how many girls have you been with, right? That's a shit test, is what that is.
Is it?
It
What
is.
do you mean?
It's a shit test. It's a test of are we playing the game, and do you know that we are playing the game? How many girls have you ever been with? And if you give an actual number, that's almost like the rich guy telling you he's rich. Right, that's like, I'm an alpha, so here's what I've been with, 100 girls.
What happens if they ask you, is it more than 10?
Well, no.
Is it more than 20?
See, I ask if I feel
Girls have asked that.
It's an opportunity.
You ask if you feel inadequate?
Yeah.
Why would you ask if you feel inadequate?
Well,
Absolutely.
I have
What?
Inadequate
how? Explain that,
like
Tori.
inexperienced. Like I want to know how many hoes I have to keep up with.
What does that even mean?
What do you mean, what does it mean? I'm like, if he's been with more than 20 women, there's no way that I will perform like better than them. There's more people to compare me to. It's more of an insecurity thing than it is anything else.
You're saying the more women a guy has been with,
the
more cars he's driven, the more experience he has, he's going to compare you to all the girls he's been with, and then say, I actually disagree with you.
It's
I
just one of my social anxiety.
No, but I'm going to help you out here.
That's where the question comes from.
I'm going to help you out here because no one's going to, it's all about the connection with the person, 100%. It's not about the actual sexual activity.
I got over that belief.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I've certainly asked it before, and if it was, well, actually, it really wasn't that long ago. That was probably why I ghosted a guy over it.
Because his number was too high?
Yeah, it scared me.
Really? What happens if a number is too low? Would that scare you off?
I only asked because this guy had a blue check mark, really well known, like high value man. I was like, a musician. I was like, he's probably slept with a lot of women.
Well, just so we're clear.
Enthusiastically.
What do you consider a lot of women? More than 10? More than 50? More than 100?
We just talked about this yesterday.
Yeah,
what number is like?
I mean, it was like over, he was like, I don't know, maybe 100. So that's a high number to me. If you're going to say anything, like 20 is fine for me. I wouldn't be worried about that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Can I give your male audience, some advice?
Yes, please. This is why you're here.
If your girlfriend is asking you what your body count is, it's most likely that she just needs reassurance that you are into her and you like her body. So the answer you need to give her is, I don't even remember anyone before you. And that's it. You're welcome.
Boom. Love you.
You're
Thank
actually
you.
my first. I know there's
Way
a whole.
to
Like I said,
go.
It's a shit test, and it's an easy one to pass too.
Yeah.
By the way, so you just go. You mean
We
tonight?
don't really care.
You mean women I've slept with tonight? Like you use that as a point of humor or something to sort of to reframe.
Well
Need
played.
reassurance.
I love. It's a trap. I like that.
It's a trap.
Thank you.
It is a trap.
It's a trap. It's a shit test.
And I just gave you the secret to getting out of it.
Why would I even remember that number when I'm here with you? Boom, and you're out.
Okay.
All right, segue.
Or you agree and amplify. You go, oh yeah, I don't know, 12,000, something like. You just agree
There's
with it and
people
you
on
just
YouTube
exaggerate
that do that. 1,400 lays.
Yeah, the fat kid in Brazil.
That embarrassing.
It's aggressive.
Embarrassing.
Okay.